Hey guys, welcome back to the Connoisseur Reviews. I finally got the chance to watch Toy Story 4, one of the most anticipated movies of the year. And I gotta say, while I was very underwhelmed with the trailers, and I was a little worried, like, where are they gonna go? Like many people, after that incredible ending to Toy Story 3, I have to say that Pixar does it again. They've given us a great movie that lives up to the Toy Story moniker and continues the saga in a very satisfying and almost in a renewing kind of way, to where if they decide to make more, there's still potential. If they decide to end it here, it's a done deal. Like, okay, I'm satisfied. While I didn't like the ending as much as I liked Toy Story 3's ending, which was emotionally devastating, this one was a good way to end the film and open up the world a little bit more. A lot of the positive things, there's a lot. This is probably the funniest Toy Story. The humor is spot on. It's very witty. It's fast paced. Toy Story's always been good with humor, but this one's just a little bit notch above, where it's observational humor, throwback humor, sort of poppy culture humor, and it really works, especially with the inclusion of Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom and Key and Peele as Bunny and Rabbit, or Ducky and Rabbit, or Bunny, whatever. Their inclusion is great. They add a lot of levity and humor to the film. It's great seeing the rest of the cast back. This movie is definitely like getting a warm hug from an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time. And this movie does deliver on that. And while a lot of the characters take a backseat, like Jesse, Bullseye, Rex, Potato Head, all of those guys, it is cool to see the new inclusions add to the roster and be good inclusions. And it's finally very satisfying to see Bo Peep in a more proactive role. Like, I always liked Bo Peep, but she was always left behind on all the adventures because she was a little bit on the frail side. She was, a little bit on the dainty side. But this one, it shows, and it's a great progression of how she becomes more tough, how she becomes a little bit more rugged and more proactive in her own life decision. This movie is definitely Woody focused. It is definitely about Woody, him coming to the self-realization of, what his purpose is as a toy now that Andy's gone. This is the first movie we're seeing without Andy being a central character. This is him trying to readjust to the toy life of Bonnie's room and, their dynamic and their leadership. And, Woody's having his internal struggles with that. He's like, what is his purpose? And he's trying to find that. Forky, the trailers made him look to be weird, but he's a good inclusion. He is a little odd, and I thought he was going to be a little bit more prominent. Him, dealing with his own, being reanimated into a toy and those existential crises. But it doesn't really delve into that, so that's a little bit. I wish we saw some. What does it mean to be a toy? But it does delve into the purpose of toys and the importance of toys and how they can impact a child's life, how they can make a child feel happy, sad, safe, all that stuff. And it does it so well. And I like how each Toy Story has a different subject that they tackle. And this one tackles like the importance of toys and how they make us feel. So those inclusions were great. The animation's gorgeous. They definitely kept this Toy Story vibe, but all the background visuals are so stunning, like very realistic water look, very good, great dynamic backgrounds. It's Pixar, so obviously the animation is going to be gorgeous. I just can't tell you how great this movie is. But I will say this, it is the weakest of the Toy Story movies. It's not as good as Toy Story 1, 2, and definitely not as good and satisfying as 3, but it is such a good movie. It is funny. It's entertaining. It doesn't hit those high emotional notes that we've come to know from Toy Story, but it is a nostalgia trip, and these are your old friends. You're going to have a good time with it no matter what. Let me know if you guys seen it. I love this movie. It's great. It's a good throwback. It's good seeing these characters again, and it's good that it's actually a really good movie. I'll give it a low 4.5. I can't give myself to giving it anything lower than that, and I can't give it anything higher because, like I said, it is Toy Story after all, and it lives up to the Toy Story moniker, and it is a satisfying movie, even though it is the weakest of the bunch. But in that sense, I'll give it a 4.5, a very low 4.5. I love this movie. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys seen this movie? What do you guys think? Are you guys interested in more Toy Stories, or are you guys more ready for more original Pixar that we're getting next year? I'm definitely excited for the more original stuff. But this was a good inclusion. And let me know. Follow me on my various social media sites at Awesome1k or on my Tumblr at TheConnoisseur Reviews. All right, guys. Gucci. Take care.